Welcome back to another amazing episode at C Square Lounge, where we talk all things outside the box. I'm talking from women CEO, family, friends, business, insights, and anything else that may come to our mind. I am super excited to have our special guest on board for this amazing topic. Josie, would you please introduce yourself to all of our viewers today?
Hey everyone, my name is Josie Dillis. I am a mother, a multi-center owner, a wife, and your rules and compliance coach.
Yes, wife. And compliance coach, absolutely. Josie, I'm super excited to have you. We talk all the time. We have good conversation.
We do.
And nobody hears us but us. So now it's time to bring this Childcare CEO vibes out into the world so they can hear the challenges that we face, the good that we face, and kind of bridge the gap between the world and us. Right now, we're very separate.
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you your topic for today, and I want you to tell me what is your initial thought to the topic. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Your topic is childcare owners are stealing my money. Are you a thief?
I'm not. That's a lie.
Are you stealing money?
Nope.
Where does your money go?
I'm working hard for my money.
I work hard for the money. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So let me ask you this. What are some common misconceptions about the profits of childcare owners? Can you tell them where do the money go so they can know?
So the money for childcare is used for the kids, is used for the teachers. So you're paying the insurance. And for me, I have 3 different insurances. I have a insurance policy that is a liability for my center building and the stuff and the content. Then if you do before and after school, you need to have insurance for your vehicle. Now you have to have insurance, for if the children get hurt. So yes. I have an injury policy for each individual child that I pay for. Yes. So those are the things that the cost goes towards. Don't talk about payroll. Don't talk about your AC not working and your filter costing $400.
Yes, ma'am. And that just happened to you yesterday.
Yesterday.
Real time.
Real time. So, those are the real things that happen. And the parents don't understand that when we're saying, hey, this is the cost, it really is to actually help the overall of the running of the day-to-day of a child care center.
Yes. And you said something very pivotal. You said, for the children. I think there's also a common misconception that parents say, oh, well, I paid for my child. Yes, but do you understand that kids literally eat the books?
Rip the books.
Rip the books in half. And the average book is about $8 per book.
Exactly.
How many classrooms do you have in your class?
I have 7 classrooms in one facility.
Okay. So let's talk about all of the facilities and all the classrooms. Give me a rough estimate.
15
classrooms.
15 classrooms.
And then we're required to have at least a minimum of half of the amount of books of the kids we have.
Exactly.
And we're going to times that by a minimum of $8 per book. That's a lot of money.
It is.
A lot of money. Okay. So I definitely agree with you. Now, what about profit margins? For some reason, people also think that childcare owners are like millionaires. We're rich. I'm going to tell you the factual profit margin, but what do you think the actual profit margin of childcare owners are?
So right now, if you're running a full facility with full staff, for me, my profit margin, if you make a profit, is about only 8 to 10% for me.
Yes.
And the reason why is because a lot of it is going back into the center.
Absolutely.
So for me, about 90% of what I make goes back into my facility, goes back into the teachers, go back into the kids, go back into the day-to-day. Yes. So, sometimes people forget that, hey, I know a lot of people that pick up other jobs. As childcare owners, CEOs, business owners, entrepreneurs, we do other things on the side. I remember when I first opened my childcare center, I was doing birthday parties for kids. During Monday through Friday, I was working, teaching, being a director. And then on the weekends, come 6:30 at night till Sunday, I was renting out my facility and I was facilitating birthday parties for kids. So you don't make all your money. But the thing about it is that childcare, you don't go into it for the money.
Not at all. Not at all. And that's one thing that the world knows about teaching in totality. teachers are quick to say that I don't do this for the money. It spills over into childcare. It's no different. But let me go back, because you just said a lot, and I want to kind of unpack everything that you just said, okay? You just told me and the world that out of your 100% that comes into your bank account, your school profit between 8 to 10% of 100%.
Yes.
Which means you're not stealing money, you are reinvesting your
money
every week.
Yes.
Because we have high cash flow. We get paid every single week.
Exactly.
But every single week, 90% of that money
goes back out.
Goes back. So at the end of the day, we end up investing more into other people's children.
Yes.
Paying other people's bills.
Exactly.
Before our bills get paid sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing I want to make sure I hit on is you said that most childcare owners have a side gig.
Yes.
Tell me about the misconception as far as money and payroll. Teachers think that we are supposed to pay them more money, and one job is supposed to cover all of their expenses. How does that make you feel as a CEO when you own child cares and you have to, you got 4.
Yes.
And you still have to have a side job?
Yes.
How does that make you feel to hear people steady wanting their hands out while you are working multiple jobs, but they want more money from you from one job?
So sometimes it's difficult, and the conversation has to be real. I tell my staff, I'm like, hey, I pay you based off what I can pay you. Absolutely. Based off of what the parents pay me. So it is one of those things where you have to budget for it. And I tell them, I'm like, hey, if you want to make more, you have to see what you're good at. Yes. There are other things that you're good at that may not be in this building, because what you're passionate about may not make you the richest person.
Yes.
It makes you feel accomplished. It makes you passionate. All that stuff makes you feel good inside. But at the end of the day, if you want to have the bag and all that other, you may need to do something else.
Yes.
And you have to be honest with them. And I'm honest with my staff. When I'm bringing them in, I don't tell them, hey, I'm going to pay you $20 an hour. This. No, I don't have it, and I'm not going to pay you that. I'm going to pay you what I can afford based off of my budget. I have people come in, applications. I want to make $17. I'm like,
friend,
I'm so sorry. I cannot offer you that, but I can offer you a great environment.
Yes.
I can, offer you fun, relationship, even a family environment, but I can't offer you $17.
Yes.
And I feel like right now with the economy, the honesty helps. I have more teachers working for me with a honest heart and accepting of it versus having people where I'm struggling to pay them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you just hit yet again on so many things. No, it's really good, because I tell my staff the truth, right? I'm a multi-center owner as well, as you already know, just telling the people, you know what I mean? Okay. I tell my staff, I use people that they know. Mm-hmm. I say, do you see Jay-Z with one job?
Nope.
In order for Jay-Z to become Jay-Z, he is a producer. He is a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
He do concerts. That's a whole other income,
yep.
Right? Okay, how about Beyonce? She got perfume, clothing line. Okay, how about my girl Rihanna? She got beauty products. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always tell my staff, if you want to have more, you have to do what more are doing. You have to look at the people that are actually making it happen and discover, okay, well, what are they doing that I can wash, rinse, and repeat, right? And that's number one. So you're going to have multiple streams of income. They tell us that 7 streams of income will get you to being a multi-millionaire status. So that's what we're working on, right? Yeah. Okay. So I tell my staff the same thing. The second thing I always bring to my staff attention is we're not looking for money for real. Like if you're looking for money, you wouldn't go from center to center, because the pay doesn't really differ between center to center. And so I help them understand that at certain points, you have to find what matter to you. What are your personal core values? Not the core values of the school, but what are your personal core values that will make you happy, that gives you fulfillment? What is your passion? And so if we can tie in that money that we're able to pay them, a little purpose and passion, that's where your satisfaction will come from.
Yep.
Because if you make $30 an hour, but your boss is terrible, do you want to work there?
Nope.
No. If you make $100 an hour, but you are talked to any kind of way, you're not appreciated, you got mess and gossip, they fist fighting at work, you wouldn't want to be there.
Nope.
So one thing that I feel that I know your heart, I know my heart, and I pride us on being owners that actually love our staff.
Yes.
And pour back into our staff. Can you tell the world how much money you spent last year on your staff on travels?
Ooh, way too much. $27,000 last
year. $27,000 on flights, hotel, educational investments, from conferences to trainings, leadership academy. Money is not being poured into our pockets. It's not being poured into our bank accounts. It's been poured into our passion, our hearts, and giving us fulfillment. I pray one day you find yours. I am super excited that you guys tuned in, got a little words from Josie, understanding what her financial situation looks like, where her investments are going, and that childcare owners are not stealing your money. I'm super excited to have you guys watching. I look forward to seeing you guys at our next episode. Thank you for tuning in to C Square Lounge with your girl, Joya Henner.